In this verse of Bhagavad Gita, Arjun is asking Lord Krishna, what is dharma? Pruchami tvam dharma sammodha chetaha. Nishchitan bruhi. Bruhi, speak. Krishna, please speak without any confusion. I want decisive answer. What is dharma? Bhagavad Gita was spoken to make Arjuna understand what is dharma. This is a very important question for all those who want to seriously make their human life perfect and successful. Because dharma is meant to bring success to human life. So Arjuna is asking, what is dharma? I'm confused about dharma. You please teach me what is dharma. Now today, let us understand what is dharma and different levels of dharma and clear all the confusion and doubts about dharma from one very famous pastime from Valmiki Ramayana, which is, according to common people, it is a controversial topic. There is Kishkinda, and two people in Kishkinda are Vali and Sugriva. So when Ram comes to Kishkinda searching for his wife Sita, he meets Hanuman, who takes him to Sugriv. So Lord Ram meets Sugriv, and Sugriv talks about his situation, a very pitiable situation, where his own brother, also a king of Kishkinda, has ostracized Sugriv, and he is continuously making an attempt to murder Sugriv, and he has taken away the wife of Sugriv. This is the situation. So he requests Ram to help him. One very interesting point to be noted, the beginning of Ramayana, the second shloka, third shloka of Ramayana, where Valmiki is asking Narad Muni that please tell me about a person who has got 16 qualities. He goes on giving those 16 qualities. And one of the qualities that Valmiki mentions is dharmagnyascha. I want to know about a person who knows what is dharma exactly. He knows what is dharma. Kritagnyascha, he acts. Krita means action. And he always acts according to dharma because he knows dharma. He never deviates from dharma. All his actions are coming from dharma principles. Dharmagnyascha kritagnyascha. Jna means he knows what he knows dharma. Kritagnya means he knows how to act according to dharma. He never deviates from dharma. So now Narad Muni is speaking about Lord Ram to explain all these qualities, how Ram followed. That Ram who is dharmagnyascha, kritagnyascha, how did he help Sugriva? So how did he help? So he killed Vali and he helped Sugriv. How did he kill Vali? That is the controversy. So there are a lot of people that take this instance and say, see, Lord Ram did not follow dharma. In fact, Vali himself asked this question. What to speak of common people asking? So Lord Ram was hiding behind the tree and he released an arrow and he killed Vali. So then Vali is asking, Vali was shocked, surprised. I am fighting with Sugriva, who is in front of me. But from where this arrow came suddenly from backside and killed. The person who released arrow, he's not in front of me. Because according to Yuddha Niti, according to the war dharma, Yuddha dharma, the principles of war, the one who fights with you is standing in front of you and he fights with you. How can somebody who is somewhere behind are not visible, invisible, and shooting arrow. Then he is seeing, and then Ram comes from behind the tree and says, I released this arrow. Then Vali is asking, oh, you're Sri Ram? I've heard you're Dharmajnascha. So Vali knew about Ram and the how popular and famous Lord Ram was. I've heard not only about you, I've also heard about your family. Ikshvaku family, how always Ikshvaku family follows dharma. But what have you done? This is not dharma. How can you attack someone from behind? I was not aware that you are going to attack me. I was not prepared. I was not aware. And you attacked me when I was not prepared to fight with you. And that you are attacking me from somewhere behind the tree. This is adharma. So how do we understand? Valmiki is asking Narad Muni, I want to know about a person who is dharmajnascha, kritajnascha. Narad Muni is talking about Lord Ram, saying that he is dharmajna, he is kritajna. And how to understand if he is a person who always follows dharma, how can he then release an arrow from behind a tree, which is not dharma? So, we have to very carefully understand what is dharma. Now, the answer that Lord Ram gives to Valmiki satisfies Valmiki. Unfortunately, that is not satisfying the present day so-called intellectual people. In Valmiki Ramayana, we see that Lord Ram gives answer to all the questions of Vali, and the Vali is satisfied with those. And in fact, Lord Ram says, I am ready to save you. I will make you alive. But Vali says, no, I want to die because now I understood. See, what is that? We have to because dharma is very gudha. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya. It's not so easy to understand. Dharma is not so easy to understand. That is why there is so much discussion about dharma. Arjuna is asking, what is dharma? Please tell me what is dharma. I want to understand what is dharma before I fight. Right? That's why there is a discussion about dharma in Valmiki Ramayana. So everybody says Ram is Maryada Purushottam. What is this meaning of Maryada means? Purusha means the person. Best person, Uttama means the best. Purushottama means the best person when it comes to respecting the boundary of dharma. Maryada Purushottam. He always follows the boundary of dharma. He never transgresses the boundary of dharma. So we worship him, we extol him as the ideal person who follows the boundary of dharma, who never breaks the boundary of dharma. He knows what is dharma. So then when we are asking this question, when Vali is asking, the Bali is asking this question, oh, you have broken the boundary of dharma. There is some mistake in the idea of dharma. We'll come to that point. Now Ram asks Vali. Now first of all, who is Vali? We will understand. Vali is number one, powerful person. He is a very powerful person. Now according to Shastra, what is the dharma of a powerful person? What is the dharma of the person who holds the power? To protect the weak person. Did Vali do that? You are a powerful person and Sugriva is the weak person. Did you protect the weak person with your power? You attacked Sugriva with your power. You have broken dharma. Next, Vali is not only just powerful person, Vali is also the elder brother of Sugriva. What is the dharma of an elder brother towards the younger brother? To take care of the younger brother, to give protection to younger brother. Right? Now what did Vali, the elder brother of Sugriva, do? He took away the wife of younger brother. Vali, with his power and as an elder brother, what did he do? He took away the wife of Sugriva, Tara. Right? He took away the wife. So did he follow the dharma? As a powerful person? He didn't follow. Did he follow the dharma of an elder brother? He did not follow. Vali is also the king of Kishkinda. What is the dharma of a king? Raja dharma, Bhratru dharma, Raja dharma, Balavan dharma. Raja dharma is to protect the loyal people. You have to take care of the citizens who are loyal to your kingdom, who are serving, who are contributing to your kingdom. What did King Vali do? He ostracized, he threw away the Sugriv out of Kishkinda, who was so loyally serving the Kishkinda. So when Vali is not a person who abides by dharma, he is not the person who practices dharma, he is not the person who follows dharma, but he uses his power, he uses his position as an elder brother, he uses his position as a king to trouble good people like Sugriva. He uses all these things to trouble the weak person like Sugriva, dependent person like Sugriva. Towards such people, you are now expecting Lord Ram to follow a dharma, which is a do's and don'ts dharma, is your foolishness, because that is not the actual dharma. Vali is questioning the dharma of Ram when he himself does not follow dharma. Do you understand this? When you do not follow dharma, you have no authority to question the dharma of another person. That is why Lord Ram answers Vali. He says, he does not address him as a king. He does not address him as one powerful person. Lord Ram says, I have attacked you the way we attack an animal. Because animal does not follow any dharma principle. Lord Ram says, the way I fought with you is the way we fought with animals. And when we fight with animals, we do not follow any yuddha principles. There is no need to stand in front of the animal and you have to fight. You can fight an animal in any way. From any direction you can attack the animal. So Lord Ram is saying that I have attacked you treating you are an animal. And who is an animal? Mahabharata says, Dharmena hina pashubhir samana. It's not that Vali is an animal. You are behaving like animal by not following dharma in your own life. Dharmena hina pashubhir samana. Pashu samana. I consider equal to animal because you are bereft of dharma. Dharmena hina pashubhir samana. If you follow dharma, then you are a human being. When you are not following dharma, you are not human being. You are pashubhir samana. So I have targeted you, I have attacked you because you are a pashu. You behave like a pashu. You think like a pashu. You are acting like a pashu. When you are behaving like pashu, you are questioning me. I should treat you as a human being. I could have treated you as a human being provided you have acted as a human being. And who is a human being? Dharmo adhika vishesha. When you follow dharma, then you come as a human being. Otherwise, you are not a human being. Of course, Vanara is not even a human being. It's a higher species. But when you follow dharma, so we need to very carefully understand what is dharma. Dharma is not some set of rules and regulations. Do's and don'ts. Okay, another interesting thing. When Vali or Bali, when he is asking Ram, this is not dharma. What you have done is not dharma. And from where did he come to know what is dharma, what is adharma? To question this, that it is dharma, it is adharma. Somewhere some reference point should be there, na? Where is that? That is Shastra. Shastra, Vedas and Upanishad. Shastra will tell this is should be followed, this is should not be followed. So that becomes the basis of Dharma. That means the primitive level or the first level of Dharma, what to do, what not to do. Do's and don'ts come from Shastra. That means when you follow Shastra and you understand I should do this, I should not do this, that is a first level of Dharma which distinguish you from animal standard of life. Shastra will tell you this is allowed, this is not allowed. Now what happens? This is not enough. This is not enough. I am doing whatever Shastra is doing. But that itself is not the perfection of Dharma. Perfection of Dharma is not to follow the rules of Dharma. The perfection of the Dharma is to follow the spirit of Dharma. There is something called rules of Dharma. There is something called spirit of Dharma. Right? Now Vali or Bali is questioning Lord Ram that you did not follow the rules of Dharma. What is the rules of Dharma? If you want to fight with me, you have to come, stand in front of me. You should fight with me. I should know who is my enemy, who is attacking me. This is all rules of Dharma. You did not follow the rules of Dharma. Lord Ram, even though Maryada Purushottam, who respects the boundary, in this case, he broke those principles. He broke the so-called rules of Dharma. Because the opponent, the other party is not following Dharma. If you follow that so-called rules in front of Vali, who will be in the trouble? Sugriva will be in the trouble. So, the first level of Dharma is to follow the rules and regulation of Shastra or Dharma. Following the rules and regulation is the first level of Dharma. But by following the rules and regulation, if the good people, devotees, sajjans are getting into trouble, the second level of Dharma is not to follow the so-called rules and regulation, but actually now you have to help the good people. You have to helping devotees, benefiting the righteous people takes more precedence than following the rules and regulation. This is what we see throughout Mahabharata. What these Kauravas were doing? Kauravas were so-called following the rules and regulation and putting Pandavas into trouble. Following the rules and regulation. They say, see, we followed the rules and regulation of a dice game. We are making you follow the rules, but in that rules, we will trouble you. Like today, there are many lawyers. They say, rules and all, you don't worry. We will argue in such a way that even though rule is there, we will interpret the rule in such a way that we can still do adharma. We can still, get the verdict in your favor by twisting the rules and regulation. So that means if you make the following rules and regulation itself as dharma, you will actually get into trouble. You will see the dushta jan, that means this wicked people, they know how to twist the rules and regulation of dharma and attack good people, trouble good people. The higher principle of dharma is that helping devotees, helping good people is higher than simply following rules and regulation. Simply following rules and regulation. Okay, I am following rules and regulation, but because of that, good people are in trouble. That we see in the case of Yudhishthir Maharaj. So everybody is telling Yudhishthira Maharaj in the Draupadi Vastrapaharan that please tell, because Duryodhana said, if Yudhishthira Maharaj tells, I never bet Draupadi. We will not disrobe her. We will not do Vastrapahar. So everybody is telling, please tell that you never bet so that Draupadi will be safe. She does not have to go through this kind of a humiliation, the public shame. But Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, no, I have to follow the rules of dharma. The rules of dharma is to be truthful. I cannot be speaking, untruth. So I have to speak the truth. I bet Draupadi. So how can I say, no, I have not bet? So he knows if I speak the truth, Draupadi is getting into trouble, but he still wants to speak the truth. Even though a good person called Draupadi is suffering, she is going to face problem, he says, no, I want to follow dharma. My dharma is to speak the truth. So this is very primitive level of dharma. That is why same Krishna making Yudhishthira Maharaj tell lies later. This is what your understanding of dharma. What is your understanding of dharma? That I will always speak the truth. Now you learn Paro-dharma. Dharma swanushtita pumsa. Right? You follow now Paro-dharma. Srimad Bhagavatam teaches there is something called Paro-dharma. Very, very superior, highest level of dharma. What is that? That dharma which brings satisfaction to the Supreme Lord. Now, what is that we see in this Draupadi Vastrapaharan? Why it is so important? It clearly establishes the people's understanding of dharma. Now, Bhishma's dharma. What is his dharma? He is saying that, I have made a promise. My promise is, whatever the person sitting in the Simhasana of Hastinapura says, I have to follow that. This is my dharma. Because I have taken the oath that my support is always there for a person who rules from the Hastinapur kingdom. So now everybody is telling Bhishma, you are so powerful. Please stop this Vastrapaharan. Please stop. You are capable. If you now tell and say, you first fight with me before you touch Draupadi, nobody can defeat you. You are Swayam Parashurama's disciple. You are that capable. You are Balavan. Use your now Bala to establish dharma. That is what Draupadi was asking. Is this dharma? Is this the dharma to attack one woman? You are all supposed to give protection to women. So, okay, forget protection to women, protection to a citizen. You are supposed to give protection. But you are using your power, using your position to attack a person who is actually in need of your protection. What kind of dharma it is? No. We are now following the rules. The rule is that your husband has bet, he has defeated you. So we are not breaking any dharma. We are following dharma only, no? We did not drag you just like that. First we conquered you by following the dharma of this dice game. See, this is how dushtajan, wicked people, these wicked people, they will use the rules of dharma to attack good people. The way the Kauravas were doing. Now they will tell, this king, Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana, they are telling Bhishma, you cannot challenge us now. You cannot question. See, remember your promise? What is your promise? That you will always support and you will stand by the king who is ruling from Hastinapura Simhasan. So now Bhishma is thinking, what is my dharma? Why is he not helping Draupadi? Why is he simply sitting and watching? Because he thinks his dharma is to follow the rules. What is that rules? I have made promise. I cannot break my promise. Right? Now there are other people. Now Dronacharya is there. Is he powerful person or weak person? He is very powerful person. Now why can't he support Draupadi? He's saying, no. The rule is that I have eaten the food from this government, Hastinapura government. Now how can I break it? They are the one who have taken care of me, supported me, gave shelter. So now I have to be loyal, no? My loyalty is important. Even though good people like Draupadi and Pandavas are getting harassed, getting into trouble, but my loyalty is important. So Bhishma says, my oath, being truthful to my oath is important. Dronacharya says, my loyalty is important. Then there are other people like Karna. He is also extremely powerful, very talented. He says, no, actually Duryodhana is the one who supported me. He is the one who gave me made me Angaraj and all that. So I am loyal to him. I am committed to him. I promised him that I will always follow your words. Just look at, that means now we should ask, being loyal, being truthful, following your promise the way Bhishma was trying to follow, are they not principles of dharma? Being committed, being loyal, being grateful. Dronacharya and Karna, they are trying to be grateful. Karna is saying, I am grateful to Duryodhan because I am today whoever I am because of Duryodhan. He gave me position. He recognized my talent. So I am grateful to him. So being grateful means tolerating injustice to good people. So this is my dharma. So they were all thinking that they are following dharma. Don't think they are thinking we are adharmis. It's not that they were thinking I am adharmi. No, they were not thinking. Bhishma was thinking I am following dharma. Dronacharya thinks I am following dharma. Karna thinks he is following dharma. Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra, they think they are also following dharma. Nobody was thinking we are following adharma. Yudhishthira Maharaj also thinks he is following dharma. So when Draupadi Devi was asking everyone, is this dharma? Is this dharma? They are all saying, yes, this is dharma only. She said, to such kind of dharma, my dikhar. This is adharma. This is not the best dharma that you are all following. So Mahabharata teaches you the evolution of dharma. One has to understand the levels of dharma and come to the point of highest dharma which Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam teaches. The 3 levels of dharma. The first level of dharma is to follow the do's and don'ts of the Shastra. Shastra says you should be loyal, you should be truthful. So Yudhishthira was being truthful. Bhishma was trying to keep up his promise, commitment. Dronacharya is trying to be grateful. Karna is trying to be loyal. Is it not we all want in our life? Loyalty, commitment, truthful and all. But same things, loyalty, commitment, truthful, are coming at the cost of good people getting into trouble. At that time, the dharma is to support those good people, even if it's so-called loyalty is going away. So-called your being truthful is going away. The dharma, the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam says, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you support the devotees, when you support good people who are following the dharma, that is a higher dharma. That is what Lord Sri Ram did in Valmiki Ramayan. Sugriv is being troubled by Vali. The Vali is not the one who is following any dharma. He did not follow dharma of an elder brother. He did not follow dharma of a king. He did not follow dharma of a Balavan. He acted as an animal. So Ram said, I attacked you as an animal. I didn't see you as somebody who follows dharma, deserve to be, followed yuddha niti with you. Dharmena vihina pashubhir samana. You are a pashu for me. I don't see you as a person who is with dharma. That is why I have targeted you as a pashu, as an animal. How an animal is attacked? Lord Ram gives example. There are animals with, who is considered as animals also, he will say. So, this is when the Lord Ram spoke all these things, when Vali realized that he has not followed any dharma, he deserved to be killed like that, then he admits his mistake. Yes, I've done my mistake. This is injustice and adharma what I've done with Sugriv. As an elder brother, he must have forgiven his younger brother Sugriva's mistake. As a king, he should have understood the loyalty of Sugriva to Kishkinda. He must have protected a contributing citizen in Kishkinda. As a Balavan, he must protect, not that attack him. Continuous attempts were made to kill Sugriv. Continuous attempt. Just see this. Then Vali himself says, it is my great opportunity that I am getting killed by you. And I am seeing you, I am talking to you, I am remembering you. Now this is my great opportunity. Now Ram says, no, I will save you. No need to save me. I voluntarily agree to die by seeing you, by talking to you. This is a great opportunity. So Vali admitted that what Ram did is dharma, not adharma. So Ram is dharmajnascha, kritagnyascha. What Ram does, what Supreme Lord does is never adharma. Be it Krishna in Mahabharata, be it Ram in Ramayan. They always teach us. It is not just Vali, Sugriv. We are supposed to learn the lessons. In the name of dharma, don't simply say, I am so truthful, I will follow ahimsa. Even if somebody comes and slap on my cheek, I will show my another cheek. Yes, definitely ahimsa is a principles of dharma. But when another person is slapping you because he is adharmi, you want to play the rules of a dharma, then you are being foolish is what Ramayan and Mahabharata teaches. So, some politician may say that no, my ideal is Ram and I will follow ahimsa, but unfortunately you did not understand what Ram did with Vali. He didn't follow all this ahimsa and yuddha niti, all this dharma. He followed what is necessary, and that is higher principles of dharma. So one politician says, for me, my dharma principle of ahimsa is so important that even these invaders, these mlechas, when they attack us, I will happily submit myself to be killed by them to follow ahimsa. But this is not what Mahabharata Ramayana is teaching. Lord Krishna teaches in Mahabharata to Arjun, attack this Karna now. So Karna says, oh Krishna, what is this? This is not dharma. I don't have arrow, I don't have weapons in my hand, I don't have a chariot driver for my chariot, I'm on the ground, you are sitting in the chariot. This is all not dharmic way of fighting. So Krishna says, this is not dharmic. Did you ever follow dharma in your life? When Draupadi was asking, is it dharma? Did you follow dharma? When Abhimanyu was asking, is it dharma? Did you follow dharma? Now you remembered what is dharma? You people want dharma when it is favorable for you. You want to play by rules. If Krishna follows by rules, Pandavas will always be in trouble. Pandavas will always be in trouble. Helping Pandavas who are devotees, who are Vaishnavas, who are Sajjanas, to establish them in the Simhasana, Krishna is following dharma. He is not following adharma. Some people say Krishna sometimes followed adharma. This is foolish understanding. God never follows adharma. God never takes the route of adharma. You do not know proper meaning of dharma. Your idea of dharma is to play by rules. That is called prathamika dharma or primitive dharma. Shastra itself says. What is primitive dharma is to follow rules and regulation. But higher than following the rules and regulation is when the devotees, Vaishnavas, Sajjanas are into troubles. The way Draupadi was into trouble, the way the Pandavas were in trouble. They followed all the rules and regulations of Shanti Sandhan. To the extent of saying, give us 5 villages. Even though we deserve our Indraprastha back, but forget it, give us 5 villages. And when they are asking 5 villages, they are following dharma. Shanti dharma they are following. But did the other party follow dharma? They are using some other rules and regulation and saying, no, we will not do this. So when another party is not qualified party and you want to still play the rules of dharma and the good people are getting into trouble for that, then this is not the proper understanding of dharma. So here Arjun is asking. What is he asking? I am confused about dharma. He is able to see 2 kinds of people. Aggressors. Atatayinaha. He is only saying they're aggressors. Means the one who have done all kinds of mistakes. At the same time, he also sees them as somebody who's dear to him, my guru, my brothers and brathrus and uncles and my parent, my father kind of figures and my grandfather like Bhishma. So should I be loyal to my relationship or should I punish the offenders? So what should be my dharma? So prathamika dharma is to follow rules and regulation. And at this level, the problem is all the wicked people, they take advantage of our rules and regulation in their favor and put good people into troubles. At that time, you should go to the second level of dharma, is actually to protect the good people, to help the good people, devotees, Vaishnavas, and that is the higher dharma. And what is the final level of dharma? The final level of dharma is that Srimad Bhagavatam says, Paro-dharma is that which satisfies Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is happy with that. For that, it looks like you are breaking the so-called dharma of breaking the rules. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. The example the Srimad Bhagavatam gives is example of Dvijapatnis, examples of Gopies. The Dvijapatni example is very vivid. So they were wives of the Yagnik Brahmanas, means they were performing some yagnas. And Krishna, Balaram with all their friends, they go to forest early in the morning and the friends are asking Krishna, hey Krishna, who kills all demons? Please kill the demon of our hunger. We are feeling very hungry. Please arrange some food. So Krishna says, nearby here, there is some place, they are doing some very nice big yagna. And for that yagna, they have cooked very nice items. Please go and tell them that Krishna and Balaram, I have come here, we are all hungry. Please give some food. So when actually these friends of Krishna, they go to those Brahmanas and they ask, we are all hungry and Krishna, Balaram are nearby, please give some food. That time Brahmanas, they scold them by telling all the rules and regulation of yagna. They say, what nonsense it is. How can you ask like this? Do you know this food is cooked for yagna? You have to follow the rules. You have to follow the rules of yagna. So they talk about rules. Then they go back. They're disappointed and they go back. They tell Krishna, they didn't give us. Then Krishna will say, now go to their wives, Dvijapatnis. Go to their wives and tell the same thing. Krishna and Balaram are hungry. They're asking for food. So now the friends go to their wives. So now the moment those Dvijapatnis, the Yagnik Brahmanas' wives, they hear this, Krishna and Balaram are hungry, they immediately start packing all the items. And now the husband come. They see, what are you doing? This is all cooked for yagna. They say, no, Krishna is hungry. So we have to go and give him this food. And next, not only they want to give the food, they themselves want to go. If they go away, who will help the yagna? The yagna is going to be disturbed. Now the husband will order them. Husband is giving an order. Now what is the dharma of a wife? To follow the orders of a good husband. Not necessarily a bad husband. In this case, those husbands were good husbands. They were not doing any adharma, so-called adharma. They were being nice, they were doing yajna, and they, all that things, right? So the good husbands are telling the wives, you cannot go. You have to be here to help us do this yajna. They say, we will break your order. We will ignore your so-called rules of a obedient wife. Now we will go to Krishna. This is Paro-dharma. What is Paro-dharma? Satisfying the Lord. Fulfilling the order of the Lord is the Paro-dharma. Now the Shastra called Srimad Bhagavatam has recorded this. Vyasadeva has recorded somebody disobeying their husband, and he has told all of us, look, this is something that you should all do this. Vyasadeva, who is the same one who gives you do's and don'ts in the Vedas, Upanishad and our Vedanta Sutra, is the same Vyasadeva also gives the example of a Dvijapatnis and glorifies them. These are great people. Come on, what are you saying? Somebody who is disobedient, somebody who is breaking the rule is glorified. They are considered as great people. For being disobedient, for breaking the rules, for not following the Vedic ritual of, disturbing yajna, not satisfying their husband, is considered great because the Supreme Lord Himself is asking. When the Supreme Lord is happy, do what makes Him happy. If that comes at the cost of not being loyal, not being truthful, not being obedient, not being all those things, Shastra says it is still considered as highest dharma, Paro-dharma. So we need to understand these are all different, the nuances of dharma. Then Srimad Bhagavatam also speaks the very great devotees called Gopies. And who are these great devotees? Are they expert in following the rules of dharma? In fact, they are expert in breaking all the rules of dharma. So Krishna standing on the banks of Yamuna river, and he's playing the flute in the midnight, right? He's saying that Karshan Venu Swanair Gopinataha. This Gopinath Krishna is standing Vamshi Vatatatastitaha Karshan Venusvanair. Karshan is attracting. And all the gopis. Some gopis are married, some are unmarried. For the married gopis, dharma is to follow their husband. For unmarried gopis, dharma is to obey their parents. And some of the gopis are mothers who have very, very small babies. So their dharma is to take care of the small children. But what did they do? They stopped all that and came to see Krishna. And their parents tried to stop, husband tried to stop, children tried to stop. But they said, now our dharma is to follow Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And they are considered and they are worshipped as great personalities. Not for following the rules of dharma, in fact, breaking the rules of dharma, because the highest dharma is to satisfy the Supreme Lord. So, we have to, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavatam is telling all of us, you should follow dharma. But dharma has got 3 levels. The first level is definitely you must follow the rules and regulation of dharma. You should be loyal, you should be committed, you should be truthful, you should have all those things. As long as it is pleasing the Lord, as long as it is pleasing the Vaishnavas, it is beneficial to the Vaishnavas. The same loyalty, same being truthful, same being committed is no more beneficial to Vaishnavas, beneficial to good people. It is not pleasing to the Supreme Lord. Then you should not get stuck to being loyalty, committed. That itself is not the end of dharma. That itself is not the end of dharma. The end of dharma is pleasing, beneficial, what is beneficial to devotees, and end of dharma is what is pleasing and what is satisfying the Supreme Lord. When you understand all these things, you know what is dharma. So Arjuna is asking, dharma sammoda chetaha. I'm confused about my dharma. I do not understand right now what is my dharma. How can killing my own relatives? One is killing relatives, those who taught me, those who took care of us. How attacking them it can be dharma? Is it not adharma? How can you attack your own teacher, Dronacharya, who taught you? Yes. When the same Dronacharya has taken the side of Kauravas, that means your loyalty to such a person is not considered as dharma. So generally the problem with common people is they are confused that being loyal, being truthful, being committed, or being whatever, keeping promise, this itself is highest dharma. Yes, when you are an animal like Vali, who have no idea of dharma, at least come to the first level of dharma. What is first level of dharma? Follow the rules and regulation of dharma. That also he was not following. Then come to the level, Mahabharata will teach, not Vali kind of people. People like Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya, Dhritarashtra, they are not animals. They are following dharma, but their dharma is now problematic. What is their dharma? They are saying, see, I am following dharma, I am so loyal. I am following dharma, I am being truthful. I am following dharma, I am so committed. I am following dharma, I am so grateful. But all this is also useless because good people are into trouble. At that time, same Sri Ram who has come as Krishna is teaching another level of dharma. What is that? Whatever helps Pandavas, that is dharma. That is dharma. Not so-called when Bhishma, Drona, they all ask this. Oh, how can you kill us like this? For everybody, Krishna does dharmopadesh before they die. Krishna enlightens Karna. Krishna enlightens Dronacharya. Krishna enlightens Bhishma. He tells them what was their mistake. How that so-called dharma was not the real dharma. Because they knew very well by following their so-called dharma, Pandavas were in trouble. And Drona, Bhishma, every Karna, they all knew the Pandavas are good people. They are the rightful people. But even then, their primary dharma of following these so-called rules and regulation, being these values are not absolute. The value become virtue or a value become valuable if it is making God happy. If it is beneficial to good people, then it becomes valuable. Loyalty itself is not valuable. Somebody says, I'm so loyal to terrorist organization, then nobody will accept it. A thief who will tell, I am being very, very loyal to my duty. Being I want to follow my duty. Dutifully stealing is a virtue. No, I am being very dutiful in my job. Imagine there are some pirates. Pirates are those who plunder the ships and all that. So they recruit you. And now they tell you, go and loot one ship. And now you say, this is my duty. I have to follow my duty. Is this a virtue? Loyalty, commitment, truthful, being dutiful themselves, on their own, they are not valuable. They become valuable if they are benefiting good people. They become valuable if it is pleasing the Supreme Lord. Ahimsa itself is not valuable. If ahimsa is beneficial for good people, then it becomes valuable. If following non-violence is pleasing the Lord, then you have to follow. The same ideal, Lord Sri Ram, that politician who was following the Ram always, the same Ram fought with Ravan. Why Ram did not follow ahimsa with Ravan? Why Ravan was killed? Was that not himsa? Was there no yuddha in Ramayan? How can you be so selective? That is because you do not have proper idea of dharma. You don't have proper idea of dharma. You think dharma means what? Dharma means simply follow rules and regulation for sake of rules and regulation. So one has to transcend. Especially when you become a devotee, when you become a Vaishnava, One has to first learn, perfectly follow rules and regulation, and then you need to understand these rules and regulation I am following, is it beneficial to Vaishnavas? Is it beneficial to good people? And then you must understand, is it also pleasing to the Supreme Lord? That is why we need to understand all the scriptures. From all the scripture, you see these three levels. Following the rules and regulation is appreciated. At the same time, when it comes to helping the weak people, like Sugriv, like Pandavas, at that time, your so-called following rules and regulation in the name of values and principle is no more dharma. Dharma is to benefit the people. Ram wanted to benefit Sugriv because he was put into trouble by Vali, by so-called king, by so-called powerful, by so-called elder brother, who was not ready to follow any dharma. Now, Ram is not going to tell Sugriv, see, you should follow the dharma of Sugriv, younger brother. Go and surrender to your brother. Get killed by him. Get attacked by him, get killed by him, that is your dharma. Same Ram who is doing the dharma of a brother when it comes to Bharata, Shatrughna and Lakshman. He's telling them what is the dharma of a bhratru, right? The same Ram who talks about the bhratru dharma, why don't he teach a bhratru dharma to Sugriv? Hey, you should listen to your younger brother, no? Elder brother. When Bharat comes to Chitrakoot and say, my dear brother Ram, please come back to Ayodhya. So Ram says, no, I have to follow promise of my father. So then Bharat says, please come. Now Ram says, Bharat, you are my younger brother. Now it is your dharma to follow your elder brother. I am telling you, go back. So now Ram is using Bhratru dharma to send Bharat back. But the same Bhratru dharma is not being told to Sugriv that you have to follow your elder brother. Your elder brother wants to come out of this Rishyamukha Parvata. He wants to attack you. He wants to kill you. Go and get killed by him. No. This is not dharma. Dharma is not like this rules. Dharma is when it benefits the other person. In fact, the purpose of dharma is uddhar. What is the purpose of dharma? Uddhar, which is called moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma has to result in moksha. By following Ram's order, Bharat going back to Ayodhya will give him moksha. If Sugriva follows Bhratru dharma with Vali, a wicked brother, a wicked king and a wicked powerful person, Sugriva is not going to get any moksha. By supporting and following that kind of a wicked king, you have to fight back. You have to kill, you have to eliminate such people. That will give you moksha. Krishna did not tell Arjuna, oh yes, you should follow dharma of serving your Guru Dronacharya. You should follow dharma of being obedient to Bhishma, who is your grandfather. You have to be obedient, you have to follow all this dharma. No, if he does all that, he will not get moksha. In fact, by attacking them back, by killing them back, Arjuna is going to get moksha. Please understand all these things. These are all very contradicting, but you have to carefully understand. How by fighting I can get moksha? If you are fighting with people who do not have an intention to follow the spirit of dharma, by having violence, by fighting with them, you will still get moksha, and that's what we see with Sugriv and Arjun. Arjun, by fighting, by killing Kauravas, he get moksha. Sarva dharman parityajam mamekam sharanam braja. Now surrender unto me, listen to me, obey me and do what satisfies me. That is dharma. If you do that, sarva papebhyo moksha ishyami mashucha. Don't have any confusion. Don't have any worries in your mind. You will be free from all kinds of reaction for that. So, dharma, in conclusion, we understand that prathamika dharma or primitive dharma is to definitely follow the values, the rules and regulations, the terms and conditions, do's and don'ts of the Shastra. But all those become valid, they become virtuous, they become glorious things only when they benefit the good people, Vaishnavas, Sajjanas, and especially when they please the Supreme Lord. When they please the Supreme Lord, then they become virtuous and glorious values, principles of Dharma. Otherwise, simply the terms and condition, the value itself is not great. So this is what Arjuna is asking. Dharma sammoda chetaha. I don't know what is Dharma. Now Krishna is telling your Dharma is to fight now. Your Dharma is to fight. It may be himsa, but that's what your Dharma is now. Because by doing that, the good people will be protected. What is the good people? That Krishna says, Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. And he also says, Paritranaya sadhunam. Sadhu paritrana is important. Vinashaya cha dushkrutam is Dharma. What is that? Sadhu paritrana. Paritranaya sadhunam. Protecting sadhu people. Vinashaya cha dushkrutam. That is what Krishna says I have come to establish. The second level of dharma that we are talking is what Krishna is saying. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam. He did not say that dharma samsthapanarthaya. That next he did not say that I have come to tell everybody the rules and regulations of dharma. No. We protect sadhus and remove these bad people. That is the dharma you come. To Arjun he spoke. In Vrindavan he spoke. Paro-dharma. What is that? Whatever makes me happy. Whether the Gopies coming and having rasa dance with Krishna. Whether the Dvijapatni is bringing the yagnik food and offering to Krishna. That is higher than even this. It's not that the husband of Gopi or parents of Gopis or, this Yagnik Brahman, they were all demons like this Kauravas. They were also good people only. But above that is pleasing the Supreme Lord. So pleasing Supreme Lord is Paro-dharma. Less than that is pleasing the sadhus. And less than that is just follow terms and conditions. But we should know the hierarchy of all the three. From that hierarchy, we understand what Ram did with Vali was sadhu, what's approved, and that is still dharma because Ram is dharmagnyascha kartagnyascha. We'll stop here. Grantara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Gaur Premanande.